as your Surat. You talk so much of Surat, Surat Shabda Yoga, Surat Sakti Yoga. Surat Shabda Yoga. Surat itself is the divine. Surat has not to meet the Shabd and then the divine comes out of that meeting, that union. Surat or soul itself is the embodiment of the divine, is the presentation of the divine. So if you go on wasting in all those funny pursuits, your energies, what will be left behind? You have already said goodbye to God. You have already said goodbye to peace. That is why a kami insan, a kami purush is never happy. That's why a person full of lust can never be a happy person, can never be at peace with himself. Peace will elude him. And he is responsible himself. A person full of lust has never been peaceful on this earth and shall never be, and he will have many problems. He will break his body, he will break his mind, he will break his soul, he will break his emotions. He will be a tattered and torn person. He will be a shattered individual. Sooner or later he is going to come to grief. Those people who have wasted their energy in their youth or at other stages of their life, unnecessarily wasted, dissipated it, they can never be at peace. They can never reach that region of bliss and tranquility. Howsoever hard they may try any method of meditation, all techniques of meditation, this is all the waste. All these techniques of meditation that you are pursuing every day with me here in these 2 sessions, 3 sessions earlier, is all a waste. If this is not well understood and if this is not observed in your life, if control is not observed in your life, self-control, go on doing meditation. Go on doing meditation. What will meditation do? What will it do? It will give you maybe at the most a few moments of happiness, a few moments of stillness within, and you say, oh, I am very happy. Maharaji, meditation has given me great benefit. What benefit? You have come here, you are sitting relaxed, your mind has become a little more still. You are bound to be happier than before. But it has nothing to do with peace and bliss and ecstasy and your ultimate enlightenment if you want it. It has nothing to do with it. So what to do? How to control? Life is full of temptations. Life is full of beautiful human beings. And you are tempted to dissipate. You are tempted to drown yourself into fruitless pursuits. Needlessly, unnecessarily. That is why in all disciplines of all religions in this world, self-control has been emphasized upon again and again. Self-control is something which has been entirely and endlessly emphasized upon. Maintain self-control, self-control. Tani sarvani sanyamya yuktaha asit matparha vashehi yasya indrayani tasya pragya pratishtita. Vashehi yasya indrayani tasya pragya pratishtita. Whosoever can control his outgoing energies, whosoever can control his outgoing senses, whosoever can control his sensuousness, his sensibilities and sexualities out, which are going out, which are flowing out, he will gain the highest wisdom. He will go to the top. This is such straight and simple mathematics. 2 plus 2, 4. Is there any doubt? Yes, there are many doubts. Many people doubt. They want to have a life of enjoyment. Is it enjoyment which gives you only despair and dejection and depression? And you are filled with a sense of guilt and cheating, total exploitation. One man is exploiting the other is exploiting the first is exploiting the second is exploiting the first. Mutual exploitation going on just for flesh players, for fleshly players. What do you get out of it? You do not know that a much higher level union is awaiting you. The grand union. Here the true union between two human beings is just nothing. It is so sinful at the base of it. It gives you such a repentance and it gives you so much of pain and suffering at the end. But what about that grand union? That is also a union. The Master diverts your attention from the mundane union to the spiritual union, to the divine union, to that grand union with the divine. Leaving this behind. Union with the mundane will take you to hell, will take you down and down and down the drain, and you will go into the quagmire one day. Whereas union with Him, that spiritual union, will take you up and up and up and up and will take you to heaven. This is the difference between lust and love. Lust or attractions for the world, for all these items and for all these objects and subjects of the world, takes you down, makes you more miserable. And the love for the divine, the love for existence and the union with it makes you eternal, makes you immortal, makes you a pool of infinite peace and ananda, infinite peace and bliss. That union, that is a union where the player does not stop. The ephemeral, temporary and very transitory player of the flesh, if it is replaced by the player of the divine union, of the grand union, you stay in the abiding level of pleasure. You stay forever there. It doesn't leave you. This is leaving, this is passing, this is ephemeral, this is momentary, and that is forever. That is forever. The player does not stop. The player of the grand union with the divine does not stop, does not diminish, does not ebb away. It always increases, goes on increasing, goes on increasing. What a grand union. This is the difference between the mundane union, the material union, the worldly union, and the union with the divine, the union with the ultimate, the union with God, the union with the Lord, the union with the Creator of creators. That is why we emphasize self-control. All the time we emphasize self-control. Now, energy can either be wasted, number one, or it can be suppressed and repressed. Thirdly, it can be channelized into creative fields of life. And fourthly, it can be diverted to the divine. It can be sublimated and it can be taken up to Godhood. These are the only four uses of the energy that you have. Mind it, you are filling yourself with energy every minute, every second. Not that you have dissipated and the energy won't come again. Energy keeps coming back to you. Whole nature is bent upon filling you with energy. Every bit of air that you take in, every bit of prana that goes inside you, fills you with energy. Every food that you take gives you energy. Every bit of air outside also, which touches you, gives you energy, fills you with energy. The sky is giving you energy, the earth is giving you energy. All the cosmos is filling you constantly with energy. And you are never, in fact, depleted. You never get depleted in totality. You are always full of energy. But what use you are making of this energy? What is the use you are making of this energy? Are you dissipating it? Are you throwing it out? Are you letting it go from below? If so, what will happen? Lust begets lust. Lust will give rise to another lust. Some people say, if you feel like having sex, go ahead, have sex, and then get rid of it. Then you can pass through it. You cannot get rid of sex while having sex. Or by indulging in sex, you cannot get rid of sex. It's impossible. Sex begets sex. Sex will give you more sex. If you indulge in sex, more sex will come. More sex will come. Dhyayeto vishyan punsahe sangahe teshu upajayate. वो संग हो जाता है. You develop an attachment with it. Your subconscious mind gets attached to it. You do not know. And once you have sex, sex will come again. Again. You will again become sexual. And you have satisfied yourself, again sex will come. Again sex will. It gives you a momentary pleasure which is of no consequence to you. Which is of no consequence. It is only fleshly pleasure. It comes and goes. It's just like the watching of the sun. You have seen the sun and you are very happy and you feel blissful, and thereafter the sun sets and you are again in the same position, in the same state of mind. It doesn't help you, it doesn't contribute to your growth, it doesn't lead you to a higher vision of life, it doesn't open up your clogged and blocked passages of knowledge and wisdom and power and prosperity. then why indulge in it? What is the advantage? Tell me just one advantage. Yes, there is an advantage. Only one advantage for procreation, for producing progeny, for giving birth to children. Children who will grow up and rebuke you. Children who will slap on your face and turn you out of your own house. Children who will stab you in the back. Yes, you can produce children. That permission is granted by everyone. And God created this energy fluid in you to procreate. Only for the purpose of procreation you indulge. Not for frittering away your energies in fruitless pursuits, in passions which are of no consequence ultimately. And if you repress it, if you suppress it, what will happen? It will create more blocks in you. Don't be happy at this. If you suppress it or repress this energy, say sexual energy has risen in you and you have started suppressing it, repressing it, that it is not to be wasted. That is again wrong. Don't waste it, but don't repress it also, because repression or suppression will create further blocks and knots in you, and the passage of your upward growth will be just blocked. The passage will be just thwarted. You will not be able to move forward. And those knots and blocks will come out as a disease one day. You will be diseased. You will have problems. You will have diseases. So suppression and repression is also not the answer. It's not the answer. The answer is channelize this. There are only two alternatives left to you. To channelize this energy. The energy has risen. It's a very powerful energy. It can create new human beings. This powerful energy you channelize. You give it proper direction into creative systems of life, into creative aspects of life. And you become perfect in your profession. Say if you are a painter, you devote all your energy to painting. Take up a brush, start painting. If you are an engineer, pay all your attention to your job and you direct your energies into your job. If you are a poet, start writing. Start writing. You are creating something. You have channelized your energy into creative paths, into creative ducts. These are creative. You are doing something. You are writing good poetry. You are painting a picture. You have become a sculptor. You are sculpting. You are making murtis, statues. You are making statues and you are selling them. This is your profession, but at the same time, you are exercising your talent. You have made good use of your talent and you have put all your energies into the fructification of those talents, into the fulfillment of your talents. You have channelized them into very constructive ways. You look at a child, the child is very vibrant, energetic, dynamic. He never sits still at one place because he is full of energy. He is full of energy. Let a child come here, start plucking. Now I saw this day some children, school children were going and they were plucking the leaves in the field. This is a cornfield, and the corn has come up, and they are plucking. Because they can't sit still. Not that they want to steal the corn or they want to eat it, but more so for fun. They must do something. They must break glasses, they must break buses, they must burn the property of the government. They must come on the road and shout slogans. They must do something because energy is boiling within. Energy is pulsating and throbbing inside them. And it must be channelized, otherwise they will go wrong. That is why we keep saying that unless the education system provides the proper channelization of the energies of the child will go astray. The child is bound to go astray. Will go on a wrong path. So if instead of letting the child put all his energies into destructive methods and channels, you let him do something. You give him homework. You give him a pencil and a paper so that he can draw some pictures. Instead of plucking flowers, let him make flowers on the paper and draw flowers. Let him give shape to the earth and the ground earth, and let him make toys out of it. Let him do something. If you channelize his energies, he will become very creative. It will be very fruitful for the society, for the child, for everyone, for the nation. It will be very fruitful. But the energy of the youth, the infinite energy boiling within the youth is not properly channelized. Nowhere, I have seen most of the countries, in no country it is properly channelized. The people who rule the countries, their own nations, they should pay attention to it. The proper channelization of this immense energy. So this is the third option to you. And the fourth and the last option is that you sublimate this energy and turn it towards the divine. Turn it for your spiritual growth, for your upward climb, for your own spiritual aggrandizement. This is the fourth and the last option available to you. So do it. Now anger comes. Anger is also an energy. What do you do? What do you do with anger? You become angry. You bring it out. It is the same energy, the same sexual energy has started appearing as anger within you, and you are angry at a person. You want to slap him. Instead of slapping the person, slap your own face, and you will wake up. You will become conscious, and anger will go away. Whenever anger arises, yes, slap your own face. When anger arises, become wakeful, become conscious. All these negativities in life, all these destructive tendencies in life crop up when you are not awake, when you are sleeping, slumbering, snoring, when you are not full of consciousness, when you have lost contact with your own consciousness, when you are a forgetful being, then all these tendencies overpower you and you cannot do anything. You become a slave to them. Anger has come, you become angry. No, become conscious at that time, super conscious, and anger will go. And then look within from where the anger is arising. Look within yourself. The mere look within, to look for the point from where anger is arising, a mere look will destroy anger. Anger will subside. Anger will settle down. Or drink a glass of water. Divert your attention. Divert your attention. Change the preset pattern of mind. The mind starts acting in a preconditioned fashion. Somebody abuses, you have to react. You have to get angry. That is the nature of the mind. That is the preconditioning of the nature. You have become a slave to it. So break the conditioning of the mind. Break the pattern of the mind. The preconditioned and the preset pattern of the mind. And the moment you break it, anger goes away. Anger will subside. And look within, I say. Look within. From where the anger is arising. And if you can't do anything else, forceful exhalation, which you do in the morning. Forceful exhalation through your mouth. Forceful exhalation, why? Because the breath has the prana in it, the breath has energy in it. And when you are throwing out energy, what happens? The energy which was to be obtained by anger is gone now. So the anger becomes without energy. You have taken away the energy from the anger. So anger gets no energy. Anger gets energy from you to come out. It takes energy from you, yourself. So don't give it energy. Throw your energy out by forceful exhalation through the mouth. Through the mouth, because the mouth will throw out more than the nose. The mouth will throw out more than the nose. So you will settle down. The same you can apply to the sexual urge. The sexual energy rises. Look within from where it is arising. The Swadhisthana, the sex center. The hara, the sex center. The Mooladhara. Look within. Look at those centers. Centers of energy. Centers of sexual pulsation. Sex throbs there at Swadhisthana. It pulsates, it agitates, it activates. So when the energy is throbbing within you, look at that energy, and a mere look will change the entire spectrum. The energy, the same sexual energy which wanted to come out will settle down, or it will start rising up. When Swadhisthana, it will rise up to the other chakras, to the higher chakras, to the Manipur, to the Anahat. It will rise. And once it comes to Anahat, it becomes love. Anahat, the heart chakra. When the energy rises up and reaches the heart, your sex is converted into love. Your lust is converted into love. You become full of love and compassion for everyone. Anger goes away, compassion comes in, greed goes away, generosity comes in, lust goes away, love comes in, merely by turning the direction of your energy. Instead of going down, you have turned it upwards, just by a thought, or by these cathartic exercises, these purgatory exercises which you do in the morning. You are turning your energies upwards, and the higher they move, the more accomplished you become, the more fulfilled you become, the more loving, the more compassionate, the more intelligent, the more wisdom comes to you. Pragya. You become pragyavan. You become the person who can know. And once this energy rises, it comes to your Agya Chakra. What happens? First of all, it will come to Vishuddha Chakra. From the Anahat Chakra, from the heart center, when it comes to Anahat, Vishuddha Chakra, from Anhat to Vishuddha Chakra, what will happen? You are pushing your energy from downward upwards by all these cathartic exercises, purgatory exercises, by Simran, by meditation, and by a look within, your own look. You have become conscious through consciousness, through the process of waking up to this development within you. You have turned its direction. And if you are a satsangi, if you have the proximity of the master, if you do satsang, if you are close to some enlightened master, your energy will start going up. It will start going up. It will move going up and up and up. These are the various methods by which you can turn your downward trend of the energy to the upward. It is downward very naturally. It flows down. That is the natural flow of the energy. You have to do some self-control, control it, restrain it, and turn it upwards, and you become a king. From a cobbler you become a king. From a beggar you become a monarch. From an individual you become the whole cosmos. You become the universe. And when it reaches the Vishuddha Chakra, prayer is born. You burst into songs. You burst into music. When it comes to Vishuddha Chakra. And prayer, what is prayer? Prayer is bhakti. You become a bhakta. You become a bhakta. And Bhagavan meets whom? He meets his bhakta. So the meeting becomes easier. You become a bhakta. You become accomplished. You have garnered and gained the right to see God, to meet Him, to see the divine. आप पात्र बन जाते हो. You have attained that right to be there, to be in the kingdom of heaven. एक पात्रता अर्जित कर लेते हो, एक अधिकार अर्जित कर लेते हो, सिर्फ अपनी ऊर्जाओं को ऊपर टर्न करने से, by giving it a turn. So I said, it gives you so much when it reaches here, and when it reaches the Agya Chakra, what happens then? All your wishes are fulfilled automatically. All your desires are fulfilled. You need not desire, they will get fulfilled. And you get so much of wisdom. You can see through and through. You become clairvoyant. You can see the person through and through. You can read the person's thoughts. You can tell what he wants and what is he thinking about. You can tell his past, you can tell his future. Just by a look at the person, if your energy reaches this point, Agya Chakra. And then if it goes to the Sahasrar, Brahmarandra, or the 10th center, you have seen this? Have you seen your Sahasrar? This is the apex. This is the topmost center. And this is the gateway to God. This is the gateway to the divine. The gateway to the divine. There is a book here which is a collection of my discourses. The gateway to the divine. Now if you reach here, then there is all the possibility that this individual energy will have a union with the cosmic energy. It will get merged with the whole universe, with the whole cosmos. You become the existence, you become the glorified divine yourself. The glory of all glories. Divinity dwells within you. So next time you have the urge for sex, sexual urge comes up, look within. Look at the Swadhisthana and it will start ebbing down. Become conscious, become wakeful, and that consciousness will take you up. Mind will take you down. If you are a slave of your mind, if you listen to the mind, you will positively get into it, get into the dissipative activity, into the sexual indulgence. But if you are conscious, you have broken your contact with the mind and you stay with your consciousness, the higher consciousness, the superconscious state, then you start rising up. Then that sex urge goes away. It falls down. And the advantages, the benefits and the result of this is enormous. Is enormous. Your whole life changes. You become godly. You become divine. The master may not be himself so, but he tells you how you can be so. He can tell you how you can be so, and you can be. Now we have crossed the limit. We have to sit in meditation. This is the time for meditation. 1 hour meditation we do every evening, every morning. We used to do every afternoon also, but now I think there is a problem. You want to have more sightseeing. So we sit in meditation. This meditation will be in a few parts. The first part is that you will sit still and relax your body from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. One by one, you go on relaxing your body. And then relax your centers. At least those 7 centers which you know quite well by now, you relax them one by one, from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. This is the first part. The second part is that you will do pronouncement of the word Om. Om. Take a long breath in the second part of this meditation, and while you take the long breath, you can utter Radha Swami or any Swami or any word that is dear to you, any name of God that is dear to you, you can name that. Remember God by any word, by any name. When you breathe in, those who are Radha Swamis, they can say Radha Swami within their mind, not pronouncing it outside. Just say it within Radha Swami. And when the breath goes out, let it come out from your mouth, a long breath, and utter Om. Utter Om. This is the second part. And do you know how to utter the Om? O. O is 2/3 of the time, and Ma is 1/3 of the time. When you utter Ma, close your lips. Om. This is how you should utter more Om. 2/3 of your time, 2/3 of your breath with open lips. O. Open lips. O. O. And then 1/3 of your breath, close your lips and just do humming. I have named this meditation as Bhamar Gufa meditation, Bhamar Gufa Dhyan, humming meditation. So after this pronouncement or uttering of the word Om for 15 minutes, you will enter into the third part of this meditation, which will be listening to the humming which has been created within you. The humming of the word Om, you will try to hear within you. And then again in the fourth part, you start humming. Now only Ma. You will utter only the Ma, the letter Ma of Om, not the whole Om. Only Ma. Like the humming of the bee. And then in the next part, you put both your fingers on your temples, on your ears, and close them, and keep uttering the same word, Om. Or do simply humming. In the last part, press and release. Press your index fingers upon your ears and release, and keep on murmuring, humming. And there can be yet the last part, the sixth part, when you remain silent, total silence, and again try to hear this humming within you. Try to catch those vibrations created in this meditation within you. Those vibrations will exist in your body, in your mind. Delve deep into those vibrations of the word Om, the uttering of the Om, and remain immersed into it, remain connected to it, remain joined to it. These are the 6 parts of this little petty meditation. Small meditation. Okay? Are you ready? हाँ, आत्मानंद कुछ नहीं करना, ये रख लेना, ये पहले बंद करना अपने कानों को, और यही ये जो सारा हमिंग है ये चलता रहे, फिर प्रेस करना छोड़ना, फिर वो करना, और फिर इसी हमिंग को अंदर सुनना, अपने अंदर सुनना। दूसरे पार्ट में भी तुम स्टॉप करके इसको सुन सकते हो। सबसे पहला जो इसका हिस्सा है उसमें अपने शरीर को शांत करना, शरीर के हर अंग को शांत करना। क्लोज योर आईज एंड डोंट ओपन इट टिल आई से ओपन योर आईज। आंखें बंद तब तक बंद जब तक मैं नहीं कहूं कि आंखें खोलो। ऑल योर आईज विल रिमेन क्लोज थ्रू आउट द experiment. Turn your gaze to the tip of your toes. Take your attention to your toes, to your soles, to your heels, and the calf muscles, and the knees, and the legs, and the hips, and the belly. you can just tense your parts of the body and release them. Just to give them an idea that you are relaxing them. Tense, close your fists and release. Close your fists, tense and release. Close your fists, tense and release. Go to the top of your head one by one and relax each part of your outer body, your inner body, your organs. And then come on your breath and relax your breath. Relax your centers also while you are relaxing your body. These 7 centers, relax them one by one, one by one. Just look at those centers and imagine and visualize that they are relaxing. They are moving in an anti-clock circle and they are cleansing. They are getting dynamized. They are getting charged. They are getting purified. Visualize these things and you will be more and more relaxed. Start. शुरू करो. Go to the next part. Go to the next part. First press your ears with your index fingers, and in the next part you will press them in and relax pressure. Move in, move out.